Yep, ready? Let me know when we're live. Okay. I think we're ready. Hello everybody. Good morning and welcome to your family yoga session with me, Kelly, at MoreYoga. We're going to do a short but fun 20 minutes family class to move and breathe together as a family and to connect together in a fun and different way than maybe you have been doing already. And if you're new to family, then welcome. Great time to start. If you've been doing a bit already with me before or other family classes, then that's great because we'll build on stuff that we've done already. So let us begin. Have your mats around in a circular shape or in a row, somewhere that you're together and can see each other. Have any blocks or cushions or things you like to use around. We'll come to those in a minute. And let's just take a few rolls of our shoulders just to move them around in a few directions and then take them forward, just to move them forward, just to open the chest. And then what we'll start doing immediately is sitting back on our hips or on our seat bones, and we'll start to flick out our feet in our hands. So imagine you're flicking water onto everyone in your family, flicking it away, getting rid of it, opening our fingers and toes, and then start to flick, 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 flick out to the side, flick forward, flick up, flick to the side, flick forward, flick up, and let's do it all for 10. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now face another direction, flick water on another family member for 10 seconds. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very, very nice. Good, everyone. Let's do some breathing together. So I would like everyone to start by lifting their hands up and taking a big breath in. And then breathing out through the mouth, pushing the air down. We'll take 6 more. So breathe in, breathe out. 5 more. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And 1 more. Breathe in, breathe out. So really nice calming breath. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start to take some pats over our arms. So we pat up one arm, and then we pat up the other arm, and then we start to pat our chest, just to wake up our chest. We pat our bellies, and we take that again, okay? So we pat one arm, lifting it up, we pat the other arm, and then we pat our chest. A bit like a monkey. You can make a sound if you want. You can hear the vibration of the air. And then we pat our bellies, waking our bellies up. Yeah, good. Feeling your bodies a little bit this morning. Now what we're going to do is take our left leg straight and we're going to pat our left leg all the way down, all the way to the side. Feeling that leg, feeling the muscles, feeling all the flesh, the skin, and then pat the other leg. Yeah, seeing that leg, watching it, noticing it, patting it. Good, and then we're going to start to pat our backs, lower back and then upper backs, just giving ourselves a pat, waking up our bodies. Good, and then take that again, so patting one leg all the way to the side, all the way round, patting the other leg. This is just about waking up our bodies a little bit, patting our lower backs, packing our sides, and then packing our upper backs, just to kind of feel our bodies and our necks. Good. And let's take our 4 big lion breaths. So if you're new to lion's breath, we close our eyes, we close our pores, we breathe in, and as we breathe out, we take a big roar, big mouth, stick our tongue out and open our pores, and we look at someone in our family as well. So let's do 3 of those. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, one more, look at someone else, breathe out, Good. Those are ones you can practice because they're fun and they're energizing. Let us come onto our tabletop shape. So that's our flat back with our hands under our shoulders and our knees under our hips. And let's come through our cat-cow shape. So we take a lift up as we breathe in and a big breath out as we round to our angry cat. Take 3 more. Two more. Good, and 1 more. And let's sit back to our rock. So we're moving a bit faster this morning so that we get through some more shapes I want to introduce you to. Come back to your rocks with our chest to our thighs. Take 3 breaths here. Feel the opening of the back. And then we inhale to our snake, our cobra. And then we take a big exhale. Hold it here, breathe in. And then we exhale back to our rocks. So let's exhale out as we come forward. We inhale to lift our heart and chest. And then we exhale out to our hips, to our heels. Take 3 more. Exhale out. Inhale. Fill up to the back of the heart. Exhale. Nice. Take 2 more. Maybe slither around your room. Seeing if you can see someone in your family, look at their hearts opening. And then slither those hips back under your rocks. Take another slither around your room. See if you can move as well as wiggle through the bodies. Lifting a heart like the cobras. Of course, snake sounds are optional. And then slither back. Come back onto your mats, so you're in your rock. And then check your hands are really, really flat and wide. And then we come up to our dog. So that's where we lift our tails. We walk the back of our legs out so we get a nice stretch into the backs of our legs. And then with happy dog tails, we start to wag side to side. We stretch through our bodies. We wag our tails. If you want, you can go a little bit faster. We keep the back of our necks long and heavy. And we take another 3, 2, 1. Walk your feet forward to your swinging tree. So you're here with the branches long, the trees are heavy, the roots are grounded. You're just swinging those branches side to side, feeling a real relaxation into your lower backs, into the back of your head. If you want to open the chest a bit more, you can lift the arms up and over, bring the arms overhead if you have that, and feel that space forming across your chest, which feels ever so good. And then release that out, and in a minute, a big gush of wind comes and lifts you up. So the wind comes and it lifts you high, lift up onto the toes, and then we breathe out As the trees begin to hang again, suddenly a big gush of wind comes and lifts you up. See if you can stand on your tippy toes, find your eye contact ahead, and then it releases, and the roots go down onto the floor, onto the mat. One more, see if you can lift up, use your belly, find your eye contact ahead. If you kind of wobble like me, find your feet, and then a big breath. Very nice. I want everyone to put their hands onto their hips, and I want you to start lifting up. So you're standing at the top of your mats. And what we're going to do now is come to our aeroplane. So I'd like you to take a few steps back, and what we're going to do is bring our right foot forward. We're going to bring our prayer to our heart, and we're going to start to lift up and find our aeroplane. So that's where we are in one long line with our hips square. Our bellies are really strong, and if you've been here before, you might be able to bring the hands forward, or back, or to the side, and we're going to take 3 breaths in our aeroplanes. Really long breaths. Use your belly to keep you lifted. One more breath in, and then slowly step your left foot back. And we're going to lower onto the left knee. So we're in a low lizard shape. And then we lift up through our hands. Oh, we feel that nice stretch into our hip, into our heart. We take a big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. And then we bring our hands back. We step it back. And we come down onto our lower, on our bellies. We come up to our lizard, our cobra, sorry. Breathe in, and then breathe out. This time just our cobra faces are lifting. Breathe in, breathe out. Take one more, hands can be wherever. Lift up, open your cobra chest. Breathe out, maybe with your snake sounds. And then push back to our rock, our little safe space, and then up to our doggy. Doggies are very happy this morning, so they get to wag their tails. They also start to move, because everyone knows dogs need to go on walks. So start to walk your dog around your room. Maybe, if you feel balanced this morning, you can take a high five to someone else's doggy paws. See if you can walk around to see if you can balance. Take a high five to someone else's doggy paw. See if you can maybe take a high five with your back paw. See if you can catch a toe, catch a paw. Maybe you can also take a high five with the other paw. See if you can catch someone else in the room. See if you can see their paws. Good, very nice. Take a little walk back, all the way onto your special mats. Take a big breath here. Big breath out. And then walk forward again to your hanging trees. And just let the branches sway. Let them feel heavy. And all of a sudden, the gush of wind lifts you up, and you're going to see if you can catch your focus for 5 breaths. See if you can go very high on your tippy toes. See if you can squeeze your belly in. Straighten through the legs and fingers for 1 more breath. And then come back onto your feet. Lovely, everyone. Let's take a few steps back again. This time our left foot is going to fly us into our aeroplane. So think about what you did on the other side. Plant that foot. Start to raise up. Start to balance between the front and back body. And once you're there, engage. So straighten your back leg. Use your belly to keep you lifted. And then perhaps, if you're steady, you can start to fly. Maybe you catch the fingertips of someone around you. Maybe you can take your own little flight. Take another 3 breaths. Feel the breath all the way through the body. And then we slowly Start to stand back. And we lower that knee all the way down. So we're on our low lizard. And we reach up and we breathe out. Take another breath in. Breathing out. And again, bring our hands forward. Step back. Come down onto your bellies for our cobra. Take a breath in, lifting up. Breath out. Take a breath in, lifting up. Breath out. Nice. One more. Let the shoulders be away from the ears. Breath out. Take it back to your rocks and hold here for 3 breaths as you feel that stretch all the way over the back. Take another breath in, another breath out. And then we're going to slowly start to sit up. We're going to find a seat facing the really long part of your mats that you're hopefully close to your families, because we're going to do a nice stretch for our inner thighs and for our hips. So here you're going to open your legs. Now they might not be very wide, but that's absolutely fine. If your family are in one big circle, or if you want, you can connect your feet to your family. Now, if you have straps like this or something similar, you might want to use it if you're tight in your legs, because often we're very tight here. And you can take one side of the strap and the family member can take the other side. If not, don't worry, you can either do this by yourself, or you can see if you can loosely reach the fingers or use a towel or something else. And otherwise, we're going to take a breath in. We're going to keep our feet pointed, and then we're going to start to fold forward. So we're going to take this quite strong stretch, which comes into our inner thighs, also into our lower backs. So you might, if you're like me and are very tight, you might start to feel this straight away, even when you reach forward. So if you feel it, then just say to yourself, uh-oh, I don't want to go any further because I don't want to hurt myself, and you know your body's best. If you need more, you can come down. But just remember, we're just starting this shape, so we don't want to push it too soon. So find your own limits. See if you can look at your family and offer any guidance to how they're doing it. Maybe you're very bendy and you're all the way down on your bellies, perhaps. But it doesn't matter where you are, because a lot of the point of yoga is not to judge others, of course, and it's not to judge yourselves. It doesn't really matter if you're lower or not than someone else in the room, because it's a really purpose of this is to understand your own bodies, and is to understand what feels good for you and start to understand what you need. So notice here if that's enough. Notice if you need any more. And then we're going to take 5 big breaths. Maybe this is one you're connected to your families with, maybe not. We're going to relax the back of the head. We're going to take another 3 breaths. Let the breath be a bit slow. Take another 1 breath. And then slowly start to lift yourselves up. Take your time just to come back onto your hips. Take a few shoulder rolls. These are really good ones to do every day for 30 seconds or for a few minutes, just to open out your hips. This time we're going to bring the soles of our feet together and we're in our butterfly. So start to flutter your butterfly wings, start to get some heaviness into your knees and your thighs, and then we're going to start to lift up and we're going to start to melt forward. And arms can be over the legs. You can relax your head. If you're close to someone in your family, you can just take their hands in your hands so you're nice and connected. Maybe your feet touch. Maybe you're just a bit close so you can feel each other breathing. And really let the head be heavy. Start to feel this really nice stretch into the lower back. Let's take another 4 breaths. then we slowly start to sit up. So we come up with our spine one at a time. And then we take some shoulder rolls. Very nice, everyone. Hopefully you're feeling a bit more awake and alive and stretched in your bodies. For our final breath, we are going to do our back-to-back breathing. So if you've been here before, you'll be familiar with this. You join your family on one mat or somewhere in the room, and you go back-to-back with them. You feel their shoulders, you feel the muscles of their back, you relax your hands on your knees. And the aim of this breath is to connect to each other on a deeper level, so you are breathing at the same time with utter silence in your home. The idea is to synchronize, which means bring together your breath to do this at the same time. So close your eyes and just start to feel yourselves breathing. Feel just the motion of the shoulders lift and lower. Feel the movement, perhaps not at the same time at this stage, but certainly you're starting to maybe gather the breath at the same time. And try and challenge yourself in the next 5 breaths to breathe together. And then slowly open your eyes, slowly bring your prayer to your heart space. And see if the breath is still together. Know this is one that you can bring out of our practice together into your days ahead of you. Try and challenge yourself to breathe together for 5, 10, maybe 20 breaths. And let me know how you've been getting on. I would like to finish with just a little bit of appreciation. So appreciation is making sure you're aware of all the good things you have. So either tell yourself or tell someone in your family one good thing, something positive you have going on in your life. Maybe it's just something really small about how you appreciate mum or something they've done. Maybe it's just appreciation of what you have at the moment, just to be able to join yoga or to be able to go on a walk or something small, and just start to remember that thing you're very appreciative for. And once you've thought about it or told someone, let's take a breath in, breathe out as you take a bow down to your mats. And just rub your hands together, create lots of warmth. It's a little bit chilly outside, so we want to stay warm. And yes, thank you so much, everyone. You can finish always by giving each other a hug or giving yourself a hug. Remember that thing you're appreciative for, because we often, at the moment, are not remembering those things. So this is a really nice way just to come back to what you're thankful for, what you appreciate and what you do have, because if you think about it, I'm sure there are plenty of wonderful things that you do have rather than things that we don't have at the moment. So thanks for joining. Saturday will be 9:30 practice for half an hour. If anyone you know knows anyone that wants to join, or you want to invite more of the family, all ages, all levels of yoga, then do bring them, because it's a nice way to move the body for everyone, connect to each other in a bit of a different way, and give you some tools as well that you can take away with you for life, really. Some of the breathing, some of the nice shapes are useful for your day-to-day lives. So thanks so much. Any comments, requests for next time, questions, let me know. Have a little type in the comments. Or I will see you a bit later, Saturday morning, with hopefully lots more of the family. Thanks for joining. Goodbye, everyone.